Hello everyone, and once again you welcome back in Cype Nepal, and this is me Bhavendra. So today we have came with a very wonderful applications of Autocad, that is a YQArch applications, and which helps you to create the plan and the layout as soon as possible. So those engineers who work in a national or international company as well as the popular consultancy in the world, they will never follow the conventional method to do a plan. They will never follow the conventional method to get the structural detailings of any project. They will use some techniques, some applications, some leaps, and some software to get the each and everything which is a requirement for the construction of any project. So you can see this is called a trench plan and column layout and plane that the plinth beam, and this is a call of floor plan, and this is called the elevations of a stair and plan of a stair. If same thing, if you want to do in AutoCAD by the conventional method where we have to go for a line edit and dimension hatching and a layer, each and everything, if you do by the conventional method, it takes minimum 2 to 3 hours, and some of our engineer he will take a day to do it. So how can we use the application YQArch applications which makes our work easier? So today we are going to give you the demo regarding the YQArch and where you can do your work very easily. So at first you have to go to the new file. Just I am going to here only. You go to the new file, and you have to at first you have to set the unit. Just give the YQ units and just enter. Here you can select your unit, but now I go for a mm only. You select it and give the OK here. And in the same way, if you want to make the grid of any structure, you can do very easily. You can go to the YQArch and plane wall and column, and here we have two options to generate a drawing with the help of that YQArch. So first I am going to give you the example that draw axis line. Just simply and simply you draw the line. Just I am going to type 9000 and give the enter here. And in the same way we can go in y direction also. Just in a y direction also we go for the 9000, and simply you go to the offset of command. Just I go for the offset and give the enter. I am going to take as 3000 and give the enter, and you offset. And suppose this is a plan and this is a layout of any plan. So how can we convert into a grid? So simply you go to the command again and type AZH and give the enter, and select all the grid and give the enter. You can see this is a converted into grid where the center to center distance of the one column to another column will get very easily with the help of this application, that is a YQArch application. We can get very easily. And in the same way we have the next process or next options we have. We can go to the YQArch and plane wall and draw the grid axis. Here you can change the distance, and you can directly go to the OK, and you can see we can draw the grid as soon as possible. And we have a third option to generate the grid. So at first you go to the line command and just draw the grid, or I want a grid. Just I am going to type around 9000 here, give the enter here, and again 9000 in a y directions also, and I am going to go for offset. Just enter it and give 3000, just enter, and you can create. And this is the center line of any building. Just I want to convert into grid. So at first you go to the command and just type AX and give the enter, and change to the axis. We have to select this option. Just give the left click there, and you select all the line and give the enter. You can see all the line had been converted in a dot line. So again I want to convert into grid. So how can we do? So just again you type AZH and give the enter, and select all and give the enter. You can see this had been converted. So I am going to give you some example. So now I am going to delete all this, and I am going to give you the example how can we do our project. So as you can see, this is a plan. So I want a range plan here. So how can we do with the help of the YQArch? So again you come to the new window here, and you can see here what is the distance in x direction and what is the distance in a y direction. You can see there center to center a spacing of one column to another column. In the x direction we have 3600, and at a mid we have a 4500, and in the same way in a y direction at the beginning we have a 2100, and in a second we have a 4500. So how can we do with the help of a YQArch? So you come to the new file, and here you go to this grid options. Here we have, so go to the grid option, and here you can change. Just I am going to type 3600, give the space bottom, and 3600, and here we have the 4500, give the space bottom, and 3600, give the space bottom, and 3600, give the space bottom. In the same way in the y directions also we have 2100, give the space bottom, and here we have a 4500, 4500, and 4500, and give the enter. And here you give the OK here, and put anywhere you want to put in AutoCAD. Just I want to put here, just put here, and you can see this had been converted with the help of YQArch applications. Now and you can again you can see here, and we have a column here. We have the column here. So how can we put the column? So at first you go to your file, and you go to the YQArch applications, and again you plain wall, and here we have a column arrange column options we have. So you select, or you can use your short commands also. You can go here also, just select this, and here you can type your size, and that is a dimension. Just I am going to take as a 300 mm, 300 mm, and give the enter. And in a fill in a state, just I am going to type yes and give the enter, and you can select. Just I am going to select here only. Here you can see the very easily the column layout had been created with the help of this YQArch. And again there is a column at the mid. We have the column here. So again you go to this option and select these 2 points. Just I am going to select here and here. Again give a enter, and this is my column layout. In the same way again you can see your drawing. Here we have the foundations. So how can we do the foundations? Now I am going to take our foundation dimension, that is a 1500 by 1500. In the same way you come to your drawing again, and again you go to this arrange column options, and here you can change your dimension. Just I am going to type as 1500, give a comma, and 1500, give a enter, and fill in a state. Just I am going to type as n for no, just give the enter, and you can select this all the grid. Just I am select up to here and give a enter again, and you can select these 2 grid. So you can see we have done as we have the plan, and this is my plan. So now I want to create, this is the trench width, that is a 600 mm. So how can we do the 600 mm in our drawing? Just you go to your plan again, you go to the YQArch applications and plane wall, and again you come to the axis line to the wall. Just give the enter here, and you can select here your width of a trench, that is 600 mm. So simply you give the OK here, and you can select your grid line. Just I am going to select this grid line, and in the similar way we can select in a y direction also. Just I am going to select and give the enter. So you can see all the trench width has been generated here. Just I am going to this extra options, I am going to delete here. Just you delete this again, if you want to create the dimensions, and here we have the extra line, we can go for a trim option, just give the tr and give the double enter, and you can trim this extra line here. So select this line and give the delete. So in this way we can do. And if you want to create the dimensions of all the foundations, so very easily with the help of the YQArch we can create. So give the dd zz, type the dd zz in a command and just give the enter, and you can select all the foundation. Just I am going to select this all the foundation here, to select the all the foundation. And give the enter again. So here you can see all the foundation, they have their own dimension. If you want to delete, you can delete very easily. And if you want to get the width of a trench width, so we can do a very easily here. Give the dd and xx, type the dd xx command and just give the enter, and you can select the anywhere where you want to show the dimension. Just I want to show the dimension here only, so just give the enter here, and you can delete this baseline dimensions here. I am going to delete, and you can also move it. No, it's not so big deal for you. You can move the directly here. So you can see the same thing we have done according to our plan. This is my plan, and same thing we have done with the help of YQArch, and which really save our time. And in the same way, if you want to create the column layout, so how can we create the column layout? Same process we have to follow. So you go to this your file, and just you go to the grid, and you we have the same dimension. Just enter. Just I'm going to put here only. And again you go to the column options. We have arrange column options. Here you can change your size. Just I'm going to type as a 300, 300. Just give the enter, and you can select all the grid here. And suppose we don't have a column here, so again you go to this option. Again you go to the arrange column options. Here you can change your size and give the enter. That is, I am going to take as a 300 mm by 300 mm. That is a dimension of a column. Give the enter. Here in a fill in a state, so I am going to Y for as. Give the enter, and you can select. Just I am going to select this. Here you can see the column layout has been converted, and in the same way we have the column here also. So in the same way, as you can see our plan, we have a dimensions here. As you can see, there is a dimensions of the column as well as the dimension of the spacing also we have. So same thing we can create. So you come to your file, and again you type the ddxx command and just give the enter, and you can draw the line. Just I am going to draw the line from here to here, and give the OK here, and you can select anywhere where you want to put the dimension. And you can see the same dimension as we have done in a plan. Also we have in a plan, same thing we have created in our drawing. So this is called column layout. And we have a other drawing. We have this is a plinth beam or tie beam plan we have. So how can we do that this plan? So in the same way we can do. And again you go to the grid options we have, and you just give the OK here. You can put anywhere where you want to put. And again you go for the arrange column options we have. Here you can just simply you give the and simply you select all the grid. Just I'm going to select this grid, and in the same way we have here also. So give the enter again, and you can select this. So I want to create the beam, so just you go to the YQArch applications again, and again you come to the axis line to the wall, and here I am going to type as a 300. I'm going to take as 300. Just you can write here also as 300. Just give the OK here, and you can select all the grid. Just I'm going to select all their grid, and in the same way we can select here, and just give the enter. And you can see that we have done, and we can delete this if extra have been generated by the software. Just we can delete this. So in this way we can do, with the help of the YQArch, we can do our work very easily. And so if you want to, you can see now your plan also in the same thing we have done with the help of this YQArch applications. So we have a many advantage of YQArch applications. So again you come to your plan. If I want to put the door and window, you can put the very easily. You go to the YQArch applications, and you come to the door and window options here. We can go for a open door, and just here you can select your style, the type of opening. Just I'm going to select this one, and here you can change your width of a wall, width of a door. Just I'm going to take as a 900 mm. Just simply give the OK here, and you can select where you want to put your door. Just I want to put the door here. You can put the very easily. And if you want to put the other types, also you can do. Just I'm going to put the double shutter door. We can do the very easily. Just I'm going to take the width is of 1500. Just simply give the OK, and you can put where you want. So just I want to put here, and just you can put where you want. So in this way we can create our floor plan very easily. If you want to put the window, just we can also put the window very easily, and here you can change your types of a window. Just I am going to select this one, and here you can change your width of a window. Just I am going to take as a 2000 mm. Just simply you select this where you want to put the window. So very easily with the help of YQArch applications we can do our work very easily. And this is a beauty of these applications. And again if you want to put the blocks, then also you can do the very easily. So you go to these options and select, and here I want to go for a kitchen blocks. So select give the OK here, and you can select two internal points of the room. Just I'm going to put here, and you can see we can arrange the block here very easily. And if you want to make the elevations, so also you can do with the help of this. So you go to these options, and here you can select and give the OK here, and you simply you give the OK here, and you can change the parameters which is a requirement for your project. Simply you give the OK here, and you can select any points. Just I'm going to select from, I want to put the cross sections, or I want to put the elevation from this part. So you can easily create the elevations of any plan. And here you can see the elevation can be the automatic generated by the software very easily. So in this way we can do, and we have other options also. we have the wonderful option to create the which is a requirement for the constructions. Here you can create your STR plan very easily. So you can change your parameters here as a project requirement. So simply give the OK here. You can create your plan of a STR. Here you can put your wall, but now I'm not going to put, but you can do your project requirement. And if you want to put the elevations of STR, you can do the very easily. Here we have the elevations of the, here you can put your story. Just I'm going to take as a 4 story just, and you can change your parameters which is a requirement for your constructions of your project, and simply give the OK here, and you can see the elevations of the STR we can do with the help of these applications. And also we have the railing options. So you go to the this option, and here you can create your railing yourself. So this is a railing. So there is a many more advantage of these applications, and which is a very important for you to do all the things. With the help of application we can do our work very easily, and we have so many options we have. And if you want to create the sink in a plan, then we can do very easily. So you go to the that index of the decoration, and here you have the sink option. Just simply give the OK, and you can select your sink, and simply you select the wall. Just I want to select this wall, and you can put the sink. When you are doing any public building, and then we have to make the plan as I have shown you. So in this way we can do, and which is a very helpful for you, for every civil engineer or structural engineer, or you can do your work with the help of this application. We can do our work very easily. So these are the tips and technique which is followed by those engineers who works in a national or international company. So now I am going to tell you how to install these applications. So you go to the where you haven't saved your it means I have already installed in AutoCAD 2020. So now I am going to open my 2017 AutoCAD, and where I am going to show you how to install this software. And you can see this is my AutoCAD 2017. Here I don't have any options for the YQArch application. So how to install this? So at first you have to go to the file where you have saved these applications. So you can see this is my YQArch applications. Just I am going to give the double click here, and again you give the double click, and you select this and just copy it, and again you go to your AutoCAD, and this is my AutoCAD, and give the right click here. You go to the option, or you can go from the command also. Just you type OP and give the enter. Here you go to the file, and here you can select the support file. Just click here, and you add the file. Just give the Ctrl+V to the paste, and just give the apply here, and simply you give the OK here. And again you come to the command, just type menu load, and just give the enter. Here you can browse your file, and just I have saved in a desktop only. This new file YQArch. Here you can change your file format. Just you select the YQArch and just open it and load. And simply give the close here. Just give the always or once. Just I am going to take always. and just you close this or you go to the new drawing, and you can see here we have got all the commands of YQArch. Very easily we can install, and I have told you how to install this, and you will get in a toolbar also. I don't know what is the reason behind it, we are not getting, but after the close of this AutoCAD and again you open it, you will definitely, it will show you, and you can see in AutoCAD 2020 also we have done, and in a toolbar also we have the options, and you can see here we have in a toolbar also we have a YQArch, and you will get the options here, and I have told you how to install. So use it. We give you this software or these applications, so write your Gmail in a comment box, and we will give you we'll send you these applications, and you can use for your project, and this is a way to make our work very easily here. So after install of these applications, and sometimes we have the language problem, as you can see here. So this we don't have in English, so how to solve the language problem? So just simply you come to the commands and type the YQ lang and just give the enter. Here you can select the English and just give the OK. And here you can see we have solved the language problem. Now everything in English only, and again you can set the YQ units and just give the enter. Here you can select your unit, just give the enter, and just type the SD and just give the enter, and here you can select your scale and just give the enter. And after the install, we don't get the YQArch in a toolbar. So once you close your AutoCAD, and again you have to open your AutoCAD, and you will get the YQArch options in your toolbar also. So this is a very wonderful applications we have. So thank you for watching, and stay well, take care. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.